I don't watch sports on television anymore, none of it whatsoever. The reason being is because if I see just one woke gesture, which, let's face it, it's in every sport now, wokeism is a cancer that is spreading through sports. And if I see any of it, it'll just put me off. And I'll think, my God, I'm wasting my time. I could be far more productive doing something with my life, being busy, fixing something, spending time with friends, family, other than sat there in front of the telly having multi-millionaire sports stars just using their woke gestures to try and educate me to change the way I think, or to make me hate myself because I am a proud Westerner, I'm a proud Brit, I'm proud of my history, culture, heritage, all that. Something that woke millionaire left-wing sports stars seem to hate these days. So I don't watch sport. Simple. It doesn't do it for me anymore. And I didn't really watch the England versus Hungary match yesterday, which they lost 1-0, which was funny as fuck. And it's funny because the England team are woke. You go woke, you go broke. It is quite clear to me that the manager, Gareth Southgate, has clearly just picked his team based on, woke decisions. That England team now isn't there because of talent, it's there because they tick boxes. Because surely, if they were worth the money that they have on them, the price tags, the ridiculous, ludicrous price tags, then they would have demolished Hungary. But they didn't, they lost. Now, the best bit about this game, apart from the fact that woke England lost, is the fact that around 30,000 people booed them when they took the knee at the beginning, which they do now, it's traditional now. Woke Western teams, domestic or international, they will take the knee. Most of them. Some national teams don't, and I respect that. I respect the fact that they've got the bollocks to not pander to Black Lives Matter or any woke progressive nonsense or pandering to the hysterical Twitter mob and take the knee. Hungary being one of them, I respect that. But this match in particular was held behind closed doors because FIFA, or is it UEFA? I'm not too sure. I don't give a shit anymore. They deemed the Hungary fans to be too racist because of what happened last time, whatever it was that happened last time, and no fans were allowed in, no adult fans. So Hungary found a loophole and they packed the stadium with 30,000 underage kids. And so all these Hungarian kids got in for free, and then they booed them. They booed the England national team for taking the knee, and it was funny as fuck. Like I said, I didn't watch the match, I didn't know about this, but eagle-eyed subscribers gave me this information and hence I'm doing the video on it, so thank you everyone. There's too many to mention, but you know who you are. Thanks for the info and the tip. So this is the thing, alright? UEFA stadium bans do not cover under 14s, meaning thousands of children were able to take in Saturday's match in Budapest. And so once these kids were in the stadium and they saw the England team take the knee, they booed, which is their absolute right to do. And I have always taken a dim view on Black Lives Matter and what they stand for because they don't stand for what they say they do. Because if they did stand for Black Lives Matter, then they wouldn't have killed black policemen in the US and they wouldn't have rampaged through black-owned businesses, neighbourhoods, etc. And the leaders of Black Lives Matter, who are, by the way, trained Marxists, you can find all this online. One of them has bought a multi-million-dollar mansion in an exclusively white neighbourhood, and they are also holding on to millions in donations, which they could give to impoverished black people, but they don't. So, as you can see, Black Lives Matter isn't really for Black Lives Matter. Because I can assure you folks, being decent-minded people here on the right, real conservatives, that if Black Lives Matter truly did have the lives and the welfare of black people to heart, then I'd wholeheartedly support them, but they don't. And so the England-Hungary game was played behind closed doors. Thousands of under-14 Hungarian kids packed the stadium, kind of, and booed them when they took the knee, and it was funny, and England lost. But this is what the England manager, Gareth Southgate, had to say afterwards. That's why we do it, to try to educate people around the world. I have no idea why people would choose to boo that gesture. My God, I mean, Jesus, how out of touch do you have to be? Very often, the young people can't know why they're doing it. They're being influenced by the adults. The UEFA decision is for others to decide. We've made our stand as a team. Yeah, that's right, Gareth. And your England team will continue to lose because, let's face it, you're not picking your England team for the right reasons, are you? And how patronising is he to blame Hungarian parents for, under 14s making their own decisions about why they want to boo something? He has literally demonised a whole generation of decent Hungarian adults as some sort of racists who have told their kids every time they take the knee, it's for Black Lives Matter and you must boo them because, for racist reasons. He doesn't know that. I don't know that. Nobody knows that. But in countries where wokeism, progressive nonsense, political correctness isn't sweeping like a cancer, then they're quite awake, but not in the woke sense. They can see what's going on. They can see the media manipulation. And so they can decide for themselves that this shit isn't for them. They don't like it. They don't have to like it. And that's completely their right. And that's what I think. What do you think? Should the England team still take the knee? Does Gareth Southgate need to pick his team on merit rather than ticking boxes? Are you glad that the Hungarian kids booed the England team every time when they took the knee? Let me know in the comments. I want your input. And also, just so you know, there are some lefty YouTubers and on Twitter who are unhappy with the fact that I have channel memberships, even though they too have channel memberships and they're pushing for their Patreon to get as much dough as they could. But there we go, hypocrites one and all. But if you want to join my channel, please feel free. They come with perks. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. It's literally me taking advantage of the YouTube system while it lasts. I won't be monetized for long. But if you do decide to join, you get loads of perks, just like these lovely people, my members. There we go. And they're enjoying their perks as we speak. Please join them. And that's that. So until my next video, please comment, share, subscribe. And Roger Ramjet. Remember him? Cartoon in the 80s. Look him up. I loved it.